First for you at 8 o'clock on 12 Plus. We begin with Monsoon 2025. Take a look. Last night, our first monsoon storm of the season rolled on through, causing a ground stop at Sky Harbor Airport and bringing blowing dust and storms all across the valley. You can see the conditions in the southeast, in the Santan Valley, and in Safford.
Yeah, look at it really coming down there in Safford. And that's what you see during the monsoon, right?
Yeah.
You see these huge clouds and then where the rain is really coming down kind of in those pockets.
It is stunning, honestly.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us right here on 12 News Today in AZ, live on 12 Plus. I'm Emma Jade.
I'm Allison Rodriguez. Happy to be with you guys this morning as we have team coverage for you. In just 1 minute, our Sean Rice, he's going to be joining us live from the West Valley because there was a lot of damage that happened to one home in particular because of last night's storms. But first, we're going to kick things off with meteorologist Ginger Jeffries. She's got to look at our current conditions and also telling us what's on tap for today.
Well, today we are looking for some pockets of moisture to move on through. And when you see that rain coming out of the clouds, it's called a rain shaft. And we certainly got a view of that today. More to come as, yes, we're squeezing out the final drops of monsoon moisture, most of it around the metro, but we are not out of the line of sight. We've got this cell that is moving our direction by the later morning hours, early afternoon, and it does have potential to produce some showers. So you can see at 8 a.m., yes, it is to the west of us. It is going to crawl right down the I-10 before headed to the southeast. And yes, along the way, it should produce some showers. Some of it could get locally heavy. Now, the one caveat is we do not have any weather advisories associated with this system, so it is not packing the same kind of powerful punch that yesterday did. But clearly, we are still unsettled for your Thursday. Tomorrow, a very different weather story. We'll be drying out by this afternoon, and that also means warming up. So here we go. Daytime highs are climbing. Just wait till you see the numbers I have in the 7-day forecast. Details coming up.
All right, thank you so much, Ginger. You know, Mother Nature causing a huge headache for one West Valley home overnight. As a matter of fact, this is just sad, heartbreaking for them. Their home along 122nd Avenue in South Avondale could be a total loss as it caught fire when it was struck by lightning.
Yeah, we've been checking in with 12 News journalist Sean Rice all morning long. Sean, it was kind of surprising to see in the dumpster right next to you, there was still some debris that was smoldering from this house fire that was last night.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. What we believe happened is that fire crews may have taken a little bit of that debris from the roof area. They put it inside this dumpster, and all morning long, you can still see just smoke emanating from it. It's calmed down to this point, but it really was, we saw a lot of smoke coming out of this morning. Now, if you notice this roof here, Phoenix Fire tells us that that lightning strike hit the back end of this roof, maybe the far north side of this home's roof, and it just completely tore through the area. Flames were shooting through the roof area. It went inside the home. There's damage on the south end of the home as well. As you mentioned just a little bit ago, just devastating for this family. We understand there is a family who lives here and they just got this home within the last couple of years. So just terrible for them. Now let's take you to the video. Flames were shooting out of the back side of the roof. Phoenix Fire was here, Rural Metro Fire, Avondale Fire. They were all here with multiple engines working as quickly as they could, putting water on the flames. They did put it out pretty quickly. Smoke then began to fill throughout this South Avondale neighborhood. Thankfully, though, fire crews tell us nobody was injured from this Mother Nature-caused fire. It's increasingly rare that we see those. But from what we can see here on scene this morning, it appears as though this home, it may be a total loss. This family certainly has a long rebuilding effort underway. We did have a chance to speak with a neighbor. She's known these people for several years. She tells me she believes this is a new home build and that this family just put a lot of money into building this home from scratch. And as I mentioned, they are now forced to really rebuild in a terrible way.
I feel devastated for them. We were talking about this morning, my girlfriend and I said to lose everything, absolutely everything that you own, you know, pictures, you know, all that kind of stuff, it would be horrible. Yeah.
By no cause of their own, too.
Yeah, by no cause of their own.
And as we take a larger look at yesterday's monsoon storm, there was hardly any part of the valley that was not hit. This video is of dust sweeping through roads. This was taken in the East Valley around the South Gilbert area. Right around the evening commute time, 5, 6 o'clock, that thick wall of dust came in. What followed was a pretty good rainstorm with high winds. It toppled trees, and as some video shows, it snapped some branches in half as well. At this point, on your Thursday morning, it appears as though that storm, at least what was that monsoon storm of last night, has come and gone. But I can tell you, here in the South Avondale area, it is still very humid. We can feel how thick the air is. We're used to maybe dry heat in the summer season, so it feels as though this is a welcome change, a little reprieve from the typical 100-degree temps. We're live this morning in the West Valley. Sean Rice, 12 News Today in AZ.
Yeah, and we'll take any break we can get, right, Sean? Thank you. We're going to continue to update you on today's monsoon conditions all throughout the morning. But for now, let's get to the 3 things that you need to know right now, starting with this one. Right now, we're working to learn more about 2 early morning crashes. We're starting at 19th Avenue and Encanto. This is where we just learned an adult man and a woman, they've both been taken to the hospital with serious injuries following this crash. This happened near the Arizona State Fairgrounds. Right now, 19th Avenue does have some road restrictions there, and this area gets very busy near those train tracks, too. So drivers should avoid this neighborhood until first responders are able to clear this entire roadway.
Let's take you to 16th Street in Weir, where a person was hit by a car. This happened at around 4:45 this morning, so just a couple of hours ago. We're told that man was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. Police say the driver of the vehicle stayed on scene. Right now, the area was shut down as police are continuing to investigate. If it's part of your commute, it might be on the clearing stages here now, but just maybe avoid it and take a different side street there.
I want to take you to our nation's capital this morning as we give you a look. This is a live look at the House floor. And this is a live look we have been seeing all throughout the morning for hours now. This is because House Republicans, they're waiting to vote on President Donald Trump's spending bill. It's a key procedural hurdle that did pass, but House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries, who you see here, has been talking on the floor for more than 5 hours, speaking out against the bill. Lawmakers have a self-imposed deadline to get it to the president's desk before the 4th of July.
Let's talk about your roads and your drive, whether you're heading to the office or maybe out of town. Take a look at the 17 right now. If you are heading out of town, trying to get to the high country this morning, it slows down just after Northern. I mean, we're down to about 10 miles per hour in that spot. Looks like there might be some debris on the roadway. That's why you're seeing that exclamation point with that triangle around it. So just a heads up, you're going to have a lot of slowing there. Hopefully it's cleared up in the next little bit. The other bit of slowing is just past the 202 as you're making your way eastbound on the 10 this morning, down to about 45 miles per hour, and that's just because of typical rush hour traffic. But it's in the clearing, and we're looking much better. East Valley, you are free and easy.
Well, we do want to get to some national news at 8:10 right here on 12 Plus. We've learned at least 4 people are dead. 14 others were hurt after a shooting in downtown Chicago last night. A shooting apparently happened as people were leaving a nightclub after an album release party for a rapper. Now, police tell us a dark-colored vehicle drove past, and that's when shots were fired into a crowd of people. 2 men and 2 women were taken to local hospitals where they were pronounced dead. This morning, at least 3 people are still in critical condition.
New for you this morning, some sad news to share with you. We're learning Liverpool soccer star Diogo Jota has died in a car crash in northwestern Spain. The Portuguese Football Federation confirmed the news this morning. His 26-year-old brother also died in this crash. Jota has also played for Portugal's national team. The 28-year-old just got married 2 weeks ago. He leaves behind his wife and 3 children.
Oh, it's just devastating for that family, losing 2 of their boys in this crash. All right, some of our other top stories right now. The city of Phoenix will soon become home to photo enforcement cameras. Very controversial, but it looks like it could happen again here in the city for both red light and speed limit violations. It's coming 6 years after the council voted not to extend a contract for the cameras. You may remember that. They had been in place for decades, and now the new $12 million contract, it's with a company named American Traffic Solutions, and it was approved at yesterday's City Council meeting. This program is expected to begin in early 2026, and once those cameras become active, there will be a 30-day warning period for drivers. Now, the exact locations for the red light and speed light cameras, those have still not been announced. Meanwhile, just last week, the city of Tempe did announce the early results of its new camera program. So Phoenix isn't the only city doing this. More than 2,200 confirmed citations in the first 2 weeks, with an additional 8,000 under review. Now, if all of these are confirmed, it means the city issued around $2.5 million in fines in just 2 weeks, if you can believe that.
Is that wild?
Which is part of the reason they're so controversial.
Right. Oh, wow. Well, the Tempe City Council has approved a city park ordinance. It would require permits for gathering in public parks. Dozens of people spoke at the city council meeting for and against this measure. And we were there this morning. 12 News journalist William Pitts explains what it exactly means and then what comes next here.
In a marathon city council session Tuesday night, the city council voted 7-0 to put new restrictions on what you can do in city parks.
It would be really nice if the community that I represent and that I'm a part of were invited into a conversation about these changes.
For hours, people spoke to the city council about the proposed change to permits at city parks, some loving the idea.
But over the last several years, Papago Park became and I'm going to say it,
Throughout the preserves, we have had fires, tons of trash, including human excrement, drug paraphernalia.
Others believing it's discriminatory and possibly illegal.
These changes to the ordinance are specifically designed to be ambiguous. The ambiguity allows this ordinance to be applied selectively.
That opens the door to discrimination, censorship, and selective enforcement.
Outside, a rally to oppose it.
Anybody want to sign?
The ordinance says any planned event of 30 people or more needs a permit. The permits take at least 60 days, and the city decides if they're granted.
This ordinance is supposed to apply broadly to any individual or any group that lives in the city of Tempe or any folks who want to use city parks.
Mayor Corey Wood says the existing ordinance needed updating, and it should apply equally to family reunions and charities.
The goal of this was frankly not to find ways to exclude people. It was to create a more streamlined process to separate those large events like a 4th of July event at Tempe Diablo Stadium or an art festival or a Fantasy of Lights parade from an individual or a group who just wants to rent a Ramada.
Raj Arora with the Democratic Socialists of America was at the meeting. He's worried the ordinance will crack down on charity and free speech.
They're the ones that are going to be deciding who gets permits, and at any point they can just shut the faucet and they can just turn off the tap and say no more permits. We don't want to give them out to you guys.
The city says spontaneous protests are exempt from permits. The Tempe City Council voted unanimously to approve the ordinance at about 1 a.m. Wednesday. Raj says the fight isn't over.
We're going to collect ballots, or rather petition signatures, and we're going to get this thing on the ballot so that the city of Tempe can actually decide rather than the city council.
In Tempe, William Pitts, 12 News.
All right, it is time to put on those cowboy boots. I really feel like we should have had like a country song. Somebody
I'll do it.
Something. Ready, go.
God bless America.
This ain't, I thought you were going to say this ain't Texas.
I couldn't think of anything.
Well, this week, the world's oldest rodeo is happening in Prescott. It's an event that has deep roots right here in our state. It goes all the way back, get this, to 1888.
Come on.
Isn't that incredible? And nearly 30,000 people come out to the rodeo each year. I love rodeos.
Yes.
They're just so fun. And you see the mutton busting and the little kids, and it's so cute. So performances, they'll be happening every day now, all the way through Sunday.
Okay, so if you want to check it out this morning, we've got Kimberly. She's joining us live to tell us more about these performances and the other really fun activities at the Prescott Rodeo Grounds happening this week. Kimberly, thank you so much for joining us. Tell us about this rodeo.
Oh, Kimberly, is your mic muted? Do you think you can try and unmute?
So that happens all the time.
Right, so we're just going to give her a quick second to see if we can get her on here talking about the rodeo in Prescott. Okay, if we can't hear her, we will make sure to put that information up on yours or my social.
Wait, talk right now, Kimberly. Oh, dang it, no
Okay.
luck.
Well, you guys, this is one you are not going to want to miss. That's all right. Kimberly will try and get that information and make sure you guys get out. Again, this rodeo happening in Prescott every day until Sunday, and it is the world's oldest rodeo.
You said 1888.
Yes, it has been around for more than 100 years. So please go out there and support. It'll be a good time. All right, 8:16 right here on 12 Plus as we talk about your weather impact forecast. My goodness, yesterday was a bit wild, depending on where you were, right? Hey, Minnesota Moose, he's a friend of 12 News right here, right? Always sending in some good video and pics. Wow, the rain really coming down where they were. It was coming down where I was in the West Valley too. Thunder and lightning. Emma, what did you see in the East Valley?
We went out, Ginger, I forced, because listen, this never happens in the summer. I forced all my kids out of the house. We had cool winds that were making their way through over in the East Valley where I was. It was like a lovely San Diego day. I couldn't believe it, Ginge.
Yeah, we love it. As soon as we get any kind of weather, it's like, let's go outside and dance in it. You know, Minnesota Moose, he's actually in Maricopa, and we did pick up some measurable rainfall. But this is really one of those systems that, even though I was watching it develop all day long, it really was location, location, location. You may have heard me say that yesterday morning. Look at these rain shafts, and you can see exactly what I'm talking about. No rain right here, but then a little deeper on the horizon. Certainly some showers, and then, oh, boy, did it get heavy before, yep, we saw some clearing as well. So this is from Cheryl and Payson. Meantime, Kurt, this is a phenomenal shot. So just as Emma was taking her kids outside, we had this dust storm roll in from the east side, really impacting Tempe. I was on Tempe Town Lake, and the water was going every which direction. I mean, it kind of reminded me a little of San Diego, too. Was going to grab the longboard and try and surf it, but I decided I didn't want to try that. Instead, I would just watch the raindrops come down, and yep, we did pick up measurable rainfall yesterday, but we may not be done. Take a look at this. Here's our futurecast data, and I've been watching the development right now. These are very temperamental systems. Remember, the monsoons, thunderstorms, the divas of all weather patterns, they're very independent, they are very unpredictable, but they're very powerful. So already it looks like this is going to push a little later into your morning, closer to the noon hour. From noon to 2, we've got a couple of cells that are going to be rolling really close to the metro before kind of taking that turn down to the southeast and headed for the Tucson area. Right now, there are no weather advisories posted, but as this starts to convect and we start to see those thunder caps building, we'll, of course, keep you posted and try and keep you prepped for the storm. I mean, how often do you see a setup like this? The hour-by-hour forecast is usually something I use to help you manage the heat, since we see that heating complex of the day. Some of the models have us capped in the double digits. I think between 4 to 6, we're going to get up to 104. But look at this. From noon to 2, we've got passing thunderstorms in the works for you. So again, it's a short-lived system. It's not like what we saw yesterday. We've got these early showers, and then we're clearing. Daytime highs, optimistic that we'll see the triple digits, albeit some of the models already are dropping those numbers. So 7-day forecast for you. We've got a chance at showers today in the early part of your day, clearing out another round, gearing up by the early part of next week for higher elevations. And after the monsoon moisture for the valley, well, friends, we are taking a turn for the toasty. Here we go. High pressure builds in on Sunday. Temperatures are climbing, and we are back up to 112 to 113 under weather impact alerts by the early part of next week.
Jeez.
All right, Ketel Marte is officially headed to Atlanta.
Woo!
No, not to play for the Braves. No, for the All-Star game. The Diamondback star second baseman has been voted to become a starter at the 2025 MLB All-Star game.
The starter, my friends. He will start at second base for the National League for the second straight year, marking his third All-Star appearance, and for good reason, despite missing a month on the injured list. Marte's numbers are some of the best in baseball. The All-Star game is coming up on July 15th in Atlanta. The only reason that he got there is because of you voting. And it's just been amazing. I think that's got to mean so much to him, too, when you know it directly comes from the fans.
Exactly. Yeah. And you know that Arizona just loves Ketel Marte.
But you know what? It was a huge day for Marte. He tied last night's in the 9th inning with a 2-run homer.
Yes. Sadly, It didn't do much as far as getting things in the
We
win
should have
column.
stopped the script right there. We tied.
And that's it. Next.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. That means that we're getting ready for some redemption, all right? If we got an L,
like that.
means a W is around the corner.
Sure.
Staying glass half full today. Okay, so the Diamondbacks ended up losing 6-5 in extra innings. They snapped their 2-game win streak. We were hoping it was going to be a three-peat there. But the D-backs do have a shot at redemption tonight, like I mentioned. The two teams are going to wrap up the series. And so we are going to see that first pitch set for 6:40. Well, I mean, look at him. Look, he knew it was gone. He didn't even bother.
So great. I can't even stand it.
Oh, my gosh.
I just want to know what it feels like to hit a home run. You
I
know?
think I could even make it to second base with my swinging of the bat.
Never. When you look at that field and what it's actually like and how massive it is, looking ahead to tomorrow night, oh, you're going to want to spend your 4th of July with us and the Diamondbacks. We cannot wait because we air their games for free on 12 News. Tomorrow night, the Diamondbacks will be taking on the Kansas City Royals. You can watch that game live right here on 12 News. Live coverage from the ballpark will begin at 3 p.m., which, by the way, if you've never caught that show at 3 p.m., they literally sit on the field and they talk to the Diamondbacks players before the game.
Yeah, D-backs on deck is something you do not want to miss, and you can catch that.
So good.
Yeah, on 12 News.
Yeah.
Today in AZ is expanding exclusively here on 12 Plus from 7 to 9 a.m. Did you notice? You catch us a little bit later now, and we love it. This goes on Monday through Friday, and here's a look at what's coming up on 12 Plus in our next half hour. Are you taking to the skies this holiday weekend? So many people are, right? So here's why you have to listen up. The Transportation Security Administration just released the travel predictions for the 4th of July. We'll tell you how many people are expected to fly over the next few days, and it is in the millions.
Jeez.
Yep.
We are leveling up in the East Valley. Our Troy Lynch is joining us live from the world's first active gaming facility that is set to open in Scottsdale this summer. It is so cool.
Also, barbecue food, country music, and dancing, and red, white, and blue. I mean, is there anything better on the 4th of July? Goodness, where in the valley you can enjoy all of this and celebrate Independence Day this weekend. We're going to talk to them in-house. And it smells so good.
I can't even focus. It smells ridiculous. We have ribs in the studio. I wish you could jump through your screen right now and join us. It actually sounds pretty good at 8:23 in the morning.
It really does. Hey, we're going to be back on 12 Plus in just minutes at 8:30.
Until then, more of your top local news, your headlines. We're getting you out the door and set up right for your Thursday. Coming up just in 2 minutes.
The 4th. The grill. Enjoy a hot dog and celebrate the red, white, and boom! It's America's pastime on America's birthday. D-backs, Royals. Coverage begins at 6. Friday on 12 News.
When the monsoon strikes, be prepared. The 12 News Weather Impact Team.
Be on alert for a strong storm.
Keeping you safe, informed, and dry. The 12 News Monsoon 2025 Special. Streaming now on 12 Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
Your mornings don't stop, and now, neither do we. Welcome to Today in AZ. 12 News Today in AZ keeps going, expanding to 9 a.m. on the 12 Plus streaming app.
More live weather.
More live traffic updates.
More breaking news. Live from 4:26 a.m. to 9.
12 News Today in AZ. Now streaming until 9 a.m. on 12 Plus. Download to your TV and watch for free.
The 4th of July, fire up the grill, enjoy a hot dog, and celebrate the red, white, and boom! It's America's pastime on America's birthday. D-backs, Royals. Coverage begins at 6. Friday on 12 News.
Good Thursday morning. Thanks for being here. I'm Emma Jade. Let's get right to today's top stories.
Yeah, good morning, Arizona. I'm Sean Rice in South Avondale. You never know when Mother Nature can rear its at times ugly head. Well, this West Valley homeowner certainly felt that happening last night. Phoenix Fire tells us a lightning strike hit the top of this house. It caused significant damage. Video shows flames just shooting through the roof area. It collapsed on its north end and it's completely gone. This home appears to be a complete loss at this point. Dust storms last night led to a rainstorm in the East Valley. It broke off some branches. It toppled some trees, though no significant injuries felt. Right now, all we're feeling is some humid air to start our Thursday morning. Sean Rice, Today in AZ.
Thanks, Sean. Right now, crews in northeastern Arizona continue to battle the Oak Ridge fire. Take a look here. It's still largely uncontained. It's burned more than 10,000 acres. Go evacuation orders are still in place for residents of Oak Springs, Hunters Point, and nearby areas. Evacuees, they are being sent to the shelter at the Fort Defiance Events Center. I mean, look at that already, what's happened there. Ginger, we got to talk about some rain. Could be coming back.
Yeah, we're squeezing out a few more drops later this morning, early afternoon hours. Right now, you can still see we've got some of these clouds kind of peppering the sky, and my goodness, dew points are heavy. We've got a 68-degree dew point value, 83 degrees outside, but look at how your day maps out. Between noon to 2, we've got an opportunity for some pop-up showers, and then we are looking for heat next week, so enjoy the monsoon while we have it.
for you at 8:30 here on 12 Plus. We're continuing our coverage of Monsoon 2025. I mean, last night it really showed up. We had rain, a blowing dust. I mean, multiple storms, lightning strikes in the West Valley and other parts of the state. So as we welcome you to 12 News Today in AZ, I'm Ellison Rodriguez.
And I'm Emma Jade. Boy, we had quite the storm. Monsoon delivered. Meteorologist Ginger Jeffries joining us right now because we're tracking even more chances for rain showers today. Ginger, my goodness, did you come through?
Oh, tropical moisture does it every time. And understand, because that hurricane that I've been tracking for you all week long got up to a Cat 3, we've got another round of monsoon moisture trying to spill over into the valley by the early part of next week. But let's focus on today. And as you can see, around the state, once again, location, location, location. Look at this. We've got some showers in the higher elevations. Prescott, 79 today. I've got Sedona with some lightning, 82. 86 in Globe, lots of wind in Safford. Tucson, man, some more showers for you today with highs at 90. And Phoenix, yep, we've got an opportunity for some showers with daytime highs below the normal range. Here it comes. Now, it's not going to be widespread. It's not going to be all day. We basically have this window for this one final cell that we're squeezing out of this monsoon to roll through the region between about, 12 to 2 o'clock, and then it's going to push away from us. But again, this is a fairly powerful leg of moisture. It could absolutely dissipate and provide nothing. But gauging on what happened yesterday, we've got good potential today. By tomorrow, we are drying out. The 4th looks really nice and actually mild by our standards. But then here we go. High pressure builds in and the temperatures are skyrocketing next week. Details coming up.
Well, also coming up for you over on 12 News at noon, you are not going to want to miss today's NBC News Daily.
Yeah, this morning we've got Kate and Zinkley here joining us live with a preview of this headlines that we have going on today. We are busy there. I feel like there's court cases going on. We have everything happening in Washington. So what's ahead at noon?
There's so much. Yeah, you're so right. Good to see you, Emma and Allison. So great to be with you.
Yeah, it really is. Here's what we're planning for today. You're right. We have a whole lot going on. We're going to start in Washington, where we've probably seen, you guys have noticed, 2 all-nighters in 1 week as President Trump's marquee spending and policy legislation gets closer and closer to possibly passing. We're going to dive into the debate. We're going to talk about the holdout Republicans, President Trump working the phones all night, and now a potential record-breaking speech from the House Democratic leader. It's going on as we talk. We're going to look at how quickly some of the biggest changes in this bill would affect Arizonans.
Plus, we're going to head to our correspondent who is as close as law enforcement will allow to that massive explosion we saw at a fireworks factory in California. 7 people are still unaccounted for, and now several towns are canceling their 4th of July celebrations altogether.
Yeah, we all know the 4th is tomorrow. So switching gears, a lot of retailers are offering steep discounts right now. And then, you know, Amazon Prime Day, I didn't know this is just next week. So we're going to talk about the discounts, whether you need to buy like around the 4th or wait till next week. Also, lots of other stores besides Amazon are jumping on the bandwagon. We're going to break down all the deals for you guys. What you can buy now and what you might want to leave in your cart for later.
For sure. And of course, we're also going to bring you the extended edition of my exclusive sit-down interview with tennis great Venus Williams. The 7-time Grand Slam champ opens up about her health journey with fibroids. She shares about her pain, revelations about her career, and details one incident that nearly sidelined her just before a key match at Wimbledon.
I was just laying on the floor in the locker room, and thank God Serena got the doctor. And I was able to get up and eat and start playing. Bad luck for our opponents.
Well, we'll tell you the message she has for doctors and to all women, plus the treatment she got that finally made a major difference.
It's a great interview. And all that's coming up, guys, NBC News Daily at noon on 12 News, obviously.
Zinkley, you are there with the GOAT. I mean, with Venus Williams. What an incredible interview. How did it go? We actually haven't seen Venus Williams play publicly, though, in a while, though, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. And you were telling me that it's sort of intentional that she's waited till now.
Absolutely. So we know Venus Williams tends to be private. July happens to be Fibroid Awareness Month. And so you're going to hear about the impact fibroids have had on her ability to play. That said, she is planning to hit the court soon. So you're going to want to stay tuned and hear more about that on our show.
Oh, that's a tease.
Yeah, and I know you'll be watching. You'll have to stick around and see.
You ladies are good at this, huh? Again, make sure to tune in to NBC News Daily every weekday at noon. Kate and Zinkley, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. Guys, do not miss it. I've got a lot of good stuff coming up over on 12 News at noon.
All right now, the Transportation Security Administration is forecasting plenty of travel in the skies over the 4th of July holiday. New this morning, TSA says it expects more than 18.5 million people to travel by air in the time from Tuesday, July 1st through Monday, July 7th. The highest passenger volume expected Sunday, with nearly 3 million passengers expected to be screened. So if you are traveling with children 12 and under, TSA says they have practices in place to just speed up the screenings. Kids can be in the TSA pre-check line if a parent is enrolled.
All right, 8:38 here on 12 Plus as we give you a check of those roads. It looks like things are calming down a little bit, but some things have been popping up. So we have that typical inbound traffic here coming from the West Valley in Phoenix. Looks like downtown heading east, I should say, you are going to see a little bit of slowing, maybe tapping the brakes, but overall it seems okay. We're in the yellow. But take a look at what's happening on the I-17 up a little bit closer to the 101, and then also on the 101 up in North Scottsdale. So we are seeing, it looks like 2 reports of crashes there, and then a couple of maybe debris on the road there in the East Valley. So we'll keep track of that, but it doesn't look like they're causing delays, so should be good to go this morning.
New for you this morning, the U.S. Supreme Court says it will review a case on transgender students' participation in school sports. This is big. The justices said today that they will review lower court rulings in favor of transgender athletes in Idaho and in West Virginia. The justices will likely hear arguments in the fall and then hand down a decision next year. I know. Can you believe how long that takes? This comes as more than 24 states enacting laws restricting transgender women and girls from participating in certain sports. Some of these laws have been blocked in court.
All right, it's 8:40 as we turn to your weather impact forecast here at home. Monsoon conditions, it seems like, are still ripe, Ginger, for maybe some more rain today.
Yeah, we're trying to get a little bit of moisture, but you know what, folks? You can't smell this at home. Stick around. There is something coming up in a couple of minutes that I've been smelling over the past 20 to 25 minutes. Foley Ranch, where are you guys located? Desert Ridge. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, I know exactly where you're at. Okay. Holy smokes. It's hard for me to concentrate when I'm looking at what's happening and I'm smelling what's happening. So just stay with us. It's something you're going to want to sink your teeth into. Meantime, we've got a meaty amount of weather coming our direction. South Goodyear picking up over an inch of rain yesterday. It was very pocketed and very forceful. And today, yes, we are still trying to pick up some measurable rainfall between about noon to 2. Not an all-day storm at all. We just have this one final window of moisture that's moving through. So I'm calling for an early shower, then clearing. Daytime highs should get up to 104. Some of the models, because of the cloud cover, especially in the heightened heat of the day, have us only in the double digits. But I think we're still going to get up to a below normal high. Now, 4th of July, I want to jump into that simply because take a look at these numbers. 105 for the 4th. If you remember, last year, we had 113 degrees. So not bad. This monsoon is keeping our numbers on the mild side tomorrow. You can see we've got nice clear skies. It will be dry on Friday. And then for 4th of July fireworks action, after the sun goes down, take a look at these temps. We've got double digits for the valley. Just incredible. Remember, after the Diamondbacks game, they're going to have that big fireworks display. So the monsoon today is leading to really incredible conditions for your 4th. Now, beyond that, we've got another monsoon coming our direction. This guy not as powerful, and it's just starting to shape up right now. 30% chance for some moisture in the higher elevations for you and me. Our main weather story next week will be the extreme conditions. Temps at about 112 to 113. So again, the heat is on. We're back to the basics by next week. But for today, still very unsettled weather as a monsoon will be moving through in the afternoon.
All right, Ginge, thank you so much. Hey, get ready to level up at the world's first active gaming facility this summer. Activate will be opening its very first Arizona location. It's going to be in Scottsdale, and it features 13 high-tech rooms. They're full of action-packed digital games and challenges. I've never even seen anything like this, and so we had to send out Troy Lynch out there to check it out. He's live in Scottsdale to tell us more about this. And Troy, you are ready to jump into the action yourself. I'm excited to see.
Allison, don't tell my bosses, but I've already been jumping in plenty. I don't know if you could see my forehead sweat.
Oh, is that what that is?
Sweat stains that I have on my shirt. We don't need to focus on that right now. But Activate is so much fun, okay? I'm a 28-year-old fifth grader right now, and I'm having the time of my life. We've been playing all morning long. Activate opened last week, and it is so much fun. I'm actually going to talk to Eli. He is the store leader. So good to see you, Eli.
Nice to meet you.
This is so exciting. This is the only location in the state. So tell me, these 13 rooms, what are we doing in them?
Where it's just an immersive active gaming experience. You just jump in, you get to run around, dodge lasers, shoot some hoops, jump on the floor is lava. It's just a little bit of everything in here.
I love it. Okay, so really quickly, tell me your times, your prices, and how people can sign up.
Sure thing. You sign up at playactivate.com. That's where you can check out all of the times and the prices. Then if you've got a larger group, you can actually see those discounts as well. You've got a 30-minute or a 60-minute option and a 90-minute option, sorry. You're starting the 60-minute at $28 per person, the 90-minute at $38 per person, and it's really just that simple. Playactivate.com.
Guys, we're going to be playing 3 games. I call this speed gaming. So we're going to start with hoops, and this one's pretty simple. Eli, if you could let me in, that'd be great. We already have his LJ in here. LJ's already getting some hoops in, so this one's pretty simple. Oh, shoot. I already got the wrong one. So all the green ones. Oh, no. Thank goodness I am not athletic. Oh, no. Wow, I'm really... If my wife is watching, I am sorry. I'm much more athletic than this. All right, that was hoops, all right? I was much better in between live shots. So now, where are we going, Eli? We're going to strike?
On to strike. All right. Asteroid time.
So this is like basically throwing balls at a wall, and we have to make sure the fate of humanity, you have to hit the asteroids on the wall. And then that, you see that? That was athleticism right there. Could have made the league if I really wanted to, Allison. But here, watch. So you see they're coming up like that, some of them. Take 2 rocks to destroy the asteroid? Okay, amazing. So that was strike. Now we have 1 minute left. And Eli, this is the most popular.
This is my TikTok famous Mega Grid.
That's right. Mega Grid, baby. So this floor is all light up, and check it out. We are avoiding the red. It's me and Kate right now. Here we go. What number are we on, Kate? 5. We're on 5. Okay. So avoid the red. You have to get the numbers in order. I got 6. This is what got me the most sweaty, Allison. This was bad. 8? Are we on 8? Oh, my goodness. So we're on 10. I see 10. Here we go. And 11. Oh, my gosh. See that? That's peak athleticism right there. Then we got 13. Kate, I'll let you get that. Where's 14? I got it. Jonathan, watch this. Oh, you see those hops? Oh, no. I don't know how that didn't go. And that is main grid, everybody. That, Allison, is why I'm so sweaty. But there are 13 different rooms with all different games coming out. It's a workout, too, but it challenges your mind and your body. I'm going to take 5, okay? Allison, back to you.
Wow, Troy, that was awesome. I have a feeling a date night is coming up with you and Jenna there out there. That looks so cool. Thanks, Troy. Well, you know, 12 News is dedicated to keeping you in the loop in the West Valley. So we're looking ahead to tomorrow. There's going to be a unique July 4th celebration. This is in the West Valley in Surprise. Now, Luke Air Force Base will be flying their jets over the city's Independence Day celebration. I always love to hear those jets out there in the West Valley. So cool. Well, Surprise is celebrating the 4th at 3 different locations. One at Surprise Community Park. They'll be at Mark Coronado Park and the Surprise Aquatic Center. That flyover set for 7:40 tomorrow night. And then the fireworks, those will start shooting off at 8:45. Now, there are a lot of ways for you to celebrate the 4th. Of course, not just there in Surprise. You also want to head maybe to Foley Ranch. This is in Phoenix today and tomorrow. They have this red, white, and boots celebration going on. They're going to have delicious food, talking barbecue, country music, country dancing, and so much more. So we want to dive more into it. And we have Clay here, the co-owner of Foley Ranch, to tell us more about it. First up, because this speaks to my heart, let's talk about the food that you're going to have out here. This is an embarrassment of riches.
Yep, it all starts with smoking everything fresh in-house. We make all of our sauces, but all the meats are slow and low with the pecan wood in our Southern Pride smoker, and it just gives it that tender, amazing flavor.
Okay, so you have the ribs here. I'm just giving a look at what...
Yeah, these are our St. Louis ribs. It's my favorite menu item, and tonight, to celebrate the 4th of July, we have $20 all-you-can-eat ribs going on all day today.
$20 all-you-can-eat ribs? I can tuck away a few, so that's going to be good. Deal? We got baked potatoes. Is this mac and cheese?
Yeah, that's our creamy buffalo chicken mac and cheese.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I hear somebody else. Yes. We got wings. We got, what is this over here?
Those are our signature cornbread hush puppies. They're cakey, they're sweet, they're crispy on the outside. They're addicting.
Okay, wash it all down with some delicious drinks that you have.
Yeah, we've got some great country cocktails. We smoke all of the fruits in-house, so these actually have smoked blueberries for a blueberry lemonade, watermelon margarita, and then 2 of our really fun signature boot cocktails.
Yes.
A little Cowboy Blues, Cowgirl Sunset, vodka based.
Yeah,
That's right.
Boots, there we go. And so here's the thing, you can enjoy all of this while you're listening to some music you're gonna have going on there. You're gonna have dancing to burn it all off.
Absolutely. Foley Ranch isn't just amazing barbecue, it's a full experience every time you go. So we've got live music every night. Tonight we've got an Arizona country legend, J. David Sloan, who will be there, and then we've got dance lessons for couples and singles at 7 o'clock and 8:15 on the band's breaks.
Okay, I love that. Some square dancing going down out
Little
there.
square, little country swing, a lot of line dances for the younger ones on the breaks.
That's so fun.
Absolutely.
I love that. And how many years have you guys been doing this?
We just opened last year.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
last January. We're up at Desert Ridge, right off the 101 freeway.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, this is something you guys are not going to want to miss. I'm looking to already see what I'm going to claim here and make sure we save some for everybody else. Guys, make sure you go to Foley Ranch. Check it out. You said it's by Desert Ridge. Tonight and tomorrow, you'll be doing your red, white, and boots celebration.
Absolutely. Different specials both nights. 2 incredible bands on each of the 2 nights as well.
And dancing, too. And it's going to be really fun because you said for the kids, so the whole family can go.
It's 100% family friendly.
Okay.
Tuesday nights are family night. We do kids beginner line dances. They all come out and have fun. And who doesn't love barbecue? It just speaks to the 4th of July weekend.
Absolutely.
Barbecue, smoking, grilling.
Right? It's one of those traditions that you just have to do. Before I let you go, I do want to ask you, too, though, if maybe people can't make it out for this, do you have other events going on throughout the year, too?
Yeah, there's events every week. I mean, we've got live music every week. We've got kind of different fun themed specials and things for the whole family, or Cowgirl Night on Wednesday nights with the Cruz Brothers.
Oh, my
There's all sorts of fun stuff every week.
I have to saddle up Emma and I and see if we get out there and if we, make the cut.
Absolutely. Oh, you will.
All right, guys, again, make sure you check out Foley Ranch. They're going to have this celebration going on because it's the 4th of July tomorrow. So if you don't have those plans, we're helping you make them here with Clay, who is just telling us about all of their delicious food, their drink specials, the dancing, and the music. So make it out. It'll be a good time. 8:50. Do want to thank you for joining us this morning. And don't forget, you can join us every weekday streaming Today in AZ on 12 Plus. We continue, though, 24 hours a day on 12 Plus. You can watch any newscast and other 12 News content whenever you want. We have more of your top local news headlines, your weather and traffic. That's coming up live on 12 News in just about 2 minutes. But in the meantime, well, I wish they could smell this. Smell-o-vision. When is it going to be invented? I'm embarrassed that I can smell this and you can't. But Foley Ranch, make sure to check it out.
The 4th of July, fire up the grill, enjoy a hot dog, and celebrate the red, white, and boom! It's America's pastime on America's birthday. D-backs, Royals, coverage begins at 6. Friday on 12 News.
When the monsoon strikes, be prepared. The 12 News Weather Impact Team.
Be on alert for a strong storm.
Keeping you safe, informed, and dry. The 12 News Monsoon 2025 Special. Streaming now on 12 Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
Your mornings don't stop.
And now, neither do we. Welcome to Today in AZ. 12 News Today in AZ keeps going.
Expanding to 9 a.m. on the 12 Plus streaming app.
More live weather. More live traffic updates.
More breaking news. Live from 4:26 a.m. to 9.
12 News Today in AZ, now streaming until 9 a.m. on 12 Plus.
Download on your TV and watch for free.
morning on this Thursday. I hope you're ready for maybe another drop or two from our monsoons. We've got early storms basically before noon. They should be forming and then breaking apart before about 2 o'clock. It could get gusty and dusty, and then we are drying out and warming up. So unlike yesterday, this is not going to be a sizable rain event. However, this is very unstable air, and this air mass is going to be moving through before about the 2 o'clock hour and then starting to break apart before it heads south. Right now, we do not have any weather advisories issued by the National Weather Service, but just like yesterday, as soon as those pop up, we're going to alert you to keep you ahead of the storm. So the way it maps out, notice today in the valley, we've got 80s through about the 10 o'clock hour. Then those storms should develop around noon, breaking apart by 2, and then we start to clear out for the afternoon hours. Now, looking ahead, next 7 days, okay, this monsoons, they're going to be done by this afternoon. Then we dry out, but another round should be impacting the higher elevations by next week, and a big heads up for the valley. We have been enjoying a little bit of a change up overhead, clouds in our skies, rain on the ground, but next week it's back to the basics. I've got high and dry conditions, weather impact alerts issued as we head for 112 to 113.